What's going on, everybody? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
The Chronicles of Bloodstock 2024.
Yes, hello guys, hello everybody. We're the Black Hole Divers. We're a crossover band based in Ireland, and we're playing here in Bloodstock now, winning the Metal to the Masses in Dublin.
That was probably one of the best introductions I think we've probably ever had.
I'm working hard for the last 2 nights.
Oh yeah, good practicing. Someone's going to ask me this soon, so I need to make sure I've got this nailed.
I have a list ready, mate.
Yeah, good. Wonderful. So how are your personal Sundays treating you? How's your day going?
Our day's going absolutely lovely. We played yesterday, 6 o'clock. It was a blast. It was so fucking good.
Good set, yeah?
Good set, and then got hammered through the night, enjoyed ourselves, celebrated, and today is good because you feel light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wake up and you're like, okay, I don't need to think about my voice anymore. I don't need to think about the gig anymore. We're just ready to chill out and take it. So it's going so good.
Wonderful stuff. Did you boys all enjoy it as well?
Yeah. It's amazing, man. It's incredible to be here. It's like, so.
Yeah.
Where's the dream, coming true, so. And today also Flogging Molly, we are really waiting for it.
Of course.
We had a chance to see Hatebreed as well, and it's just a fantastic
There's
festival.
Carcass coming as well, they're savage.
So I'm just soaking all the atmosphere in as well and just enjoying the festival as well as obviously playing. Must be an amazing feeling. Especially like you said, now you're done, it's like you can just enjoy your Sunday. You don't have to worry about anything, you can just get the beers in and just chill, relax, enjoy some bands, enjoy some music.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think in this way, of course, the festival has been lovely since the get-go.
Yeah.
We arrived here, everybody, on Friday.
Yeah.
So festivals, you love the atmosphere, is savage, it feels so good. But that's exactly what I said, this feeling of being done. Give us, I woke up today thinking to myself, today I'm going to sit on the fucking grass and watch every band that I can.
Yes.
New Blood stage, Sophie stage, big stage, EMP stage, no stage, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm going to watch bands and I'm going to watch music anywhere without even caring about time and whatever,
nice. Nice, yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. I'm going to get out off the zone and just float on the festival until tomorrow. Fuck it.
Beautiful. So, for a Black Hole Divers show compared to a festival show, do you change your set list up accordingly so if people aren't so familiar with yourselves, just drop all the fucking bangers in?
No, we are actually we're playing the same set list that we've been playing the last half year. So we have it on the tip of the toes, and we have a good time with that because on the Metal to the Masses heat, we have 30 minutes to play. So we got these songs ready, and here, coincidentally, we have 30 minutes to play as well.
Yeah.
So we decided, right, we're familiar with it, we're just gonna bash it, gonna feel the flow, and it was a bit of a no-brainer for us,
Yeah. So it makes sense, it clearly worked, because it got you here, so that makes sense completely. So, as a podcast, we're ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. Are you aware of the Sophie story?
No, to be honest, never heard about it.
No? So, 17 years ago today, Sophie was walking through a park with her boyfriend after a night out, and she was attacked by a gang of lads, and unfortunately Sophie lost her life. And this all happened simply because the way she was dressed. Because she was a goth, these guys didn't like the look of her and decided to beat her up, quite frankly. And it's absolutely appalling. Sophie's mum, after this happened, started the charity to basically help support us guys in the alternative community. Because let's be honest, we've all been treated like shit out in public because of the music we listen to, the way we're dressed, whatever it may be. So is this something you guys have had to experience in your lives where you've had stereotypes put upon you or treated differently because you're part of this community?
Yeah, I would say so. So, we are based in Ireland, but we're all Brazilians. Brazil is a country where we have much other different styles of music, which are much more popular in the country. So, you're already being on, let's say, on the rock and roll side. I'm not even going close to this horrific thing that happens to Sophie, of course.
Yeah.
But you can see that it's not really well accepted. Ways of dressing, different styles of music. Everything you listen is just noise. It's just not good. It's just this, and that. So it is about that. But I personally, I don't have a story that is horrific, as bad, and then such a cowardly as Sophie to relate to myself personally.
Yeah.
But of course, it's is absolutely some fucking appalling, and it makes me wonder, like, where are we gonna stop caring for what other people are doing and thinking and saying and invading their spaces and thinking that you have any kind of allowance or any kind of rights to interfere with each own personal choice or personal way of being, especially, you know what I mean, like, not even go towards these fucking sick minds that does this kind of fucking shits to people. This is fucking disgusting, you know, but where are we going to stop, you know, interfering with people's sexuality, with people's choices of music, with what they want to be, what they want to look, how they want to dress? Like, who gives a fuck? It's not interfering in your life, it's not doing anything against you. You know what I mean? Like, what's the problem? Like, so let's fucking drop down these borders down and, like, you know, accept people for who they fucking are. We are beautiful, we are humans, we're beautiful. We have so much in us, diversity, different things, you know? So why the fuck we need to be fighting about difference that doesn't even care about you, doesn't even concern other people?
Exactly.
Sorry, maybe I went on a rant here.
No, that was beautiful. I almost started bowing. That was fucking beautiful.
Cheers.
What about you, gents? Have you had to experience this?
We are all immigrants, you know.
Yeah.
Some of them, like Andre, it's in Ireland for more than 8 years already. But me and him, we are there for like 2 years. We are working in coffee shops, and we are immigrants. We have like problems to come in here. We had to come in a dodgy way just to play the festival, you know. So every day we pass to some kind of these things, but it's like.
Do you need us to blur out your face on the video? Or are you okay?
Sorry.
Wait, there is video.
No. Hopefully not.
But obviously, you guys had your problems growing up as well as we did. But now, 2024, the world is a very different place to back then. Do you think it's easier to be part of this community now, or still problems?
I think maybe the media helps, but sometimes it's overwhelming as well. So in the same way, it can be nice when you have like a different shit to show. For a band, maybe that it's in a specific style, there is much information and maybe not the good vehicles. Maybe we have a good vehicles, but maybe not that far, you know.
Yeah.
With a good range, because we are not mainstream, we are underground, you know, and same thing as everything.
Absolutely. Bringing it back to you guys though, Metal to the Masses Dublin, as you said, you guys were the winners. What was that moment like when your name was called out as winners?
Oh, it's fucking unbelievable. Like, I fell in love with Simon Hall for calling our name on that moment. I honestly did. I loved that man over there. It was impressive. It was impressive because, you know, we were not taking for granted, and to be honest, we had no expectations. We knew there was big tough bands over there playing with us on the same day and the same night, and it was, I don't know, like an ecstasy, you know. It was pure fucking joy and power, you know. It was unexpected, and it was so intense that you feel like a dream popped up in your head and you grabbed it.
That's amazing.
You know, that's how it felt like. And until the moment he done a speech before, lovely speech talking about underground and all, but on the moment I said I need to announce the bands, I was jealous, you know. I couldn't move myself. And then when he said Black, I was like, oh. I didn't even know what to do, like, and just started jumping and hugging people, and I don't know, it was overwhelming but so fucking positive.
Can you narrate my life? I love the way you talk. I'd like to narrate. Follow me around, just narrate my life, please.
Yes, I could do that. Yeah. And now he passed the microphone in a lovely way to his friends. Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking phenomenal. Oh, before we let you get out of here though, guys, what's the future looking like for the band? What have you got coming up?
Well, as winners of Metal to the Masses, we also got 2 days in Track Mix Studio. So our next project's recording 2 new songs.
Amazing.
Releasing them. One of them we're going to make a video clip also. We're going to give it a go on a bit of an acting video clip.
Yeah.
So let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking for. 2025, we want the beginning of 2025, we want to release a full album.
Nice.
Phenomenal.
Let's say 10, 12 songs and start playing, hopefully touring, hopefully every fucking where, you know?
Phenomenal. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time out and chatting to us
Cheers,
today.
guys. Thank you.
Really enjoyed talking to you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You guys are savage. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I need to reprint them. Cheers.
Hello, I am Ash and I am from Space Pistol.
Superb name.
Thank you,
and what a
sir.
superb get-up.
Yes, mate.
I
Yes.
love it. Pink jumpsuits.
They pop. They pop.
They are wonderful.
Especially amongst like a sea of black. We
Yeah,
stand out.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you not dying in this though?
You know what? You get used to it, man. And they're not like they're kind of airy. And
Oh,
they're,
no,
like,
okay.
Thin material.
Big
Like
room.
yeah. You know, you can kind of like you waft about and you get some air in, and it's all good.
Well, I think it's where did the idea come from?
You know what? It was our singer Dan, his girlfriend, made him one for his birthday.
Nice.
And we were just like, that'll do for some stage gear. So she made like, funnily enough, it's very difficult to get hold of bright pink boiler suits. They don't make these. The construction workers, like mechanics, they don't really like to wear them. So we got some white ones, dyed them, and that's just been the stage gear.
Unreal.
From the first day we wore them, it kind of made sense, man. And since people want to see them, so we can't take them off now.
Ever. Never been washed.
Ever. If we're representing a Space Pistol, you'll see the pink.
Yeah. It's fucking superb. Are you enjoying the sunshine? Are you having a good day so far?
Oh mate, it's been an absolute blinder. Like, so we played today and it was sick, and yeah, the whole festival's been great. Here's my boys.
Tash game, strong Tash game. Oh, big, I love it. Tash game is incredible. Just come in, join in.
Join in.
Get in the fun.
These are my boys. This is Daniel and Joe.
Hello. This is the second time we've ever had shirtless people on the show.
Oh, there we go. I feel like I'm letting the team down now.
No, you're good. No, I was
I'm
saying.
enjoying staring at it.
So, have a wonderful evening, guys. I'll leave you to it. And didn't realise we're getting that saucy already at 2:30 in the afternoon.
You want some sauces?
There you go. Special sauce on that.
Get my number.
Calm yourself.
Anyway, where was I?
His guitar knob.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we? Interview.
You played earlier.
We played earlier.
Yes.
We did.
How was that?
Mate, it was so good. It was wicked, man. Like, you know what? First off, the team were amazing. That was awesome. Like, they completely got rid of all the nerves, and they just made us feel lovely and sexy. And it's been a love fest ever since. But yeah, man, it was wicked. The crowd were great. We started so we were clashing with Raised by Owls, which is a hard one. But you know what? They started to come in, and it was fucking awesome.
Good. And nipple playing, but I'm not king shaming. That's absolutely fine. You got honestly, guys. Carry on. Mate,
Carry on.
As you were. But for a Space Pistol show compared to a festival set, do you change sets up accordingly? So if people aren't so familiar with yourselves, just go drop in all the fucking bangers.
You know what? Not really, man.
Oh, okay.
We bring the same energy and the same noise to any gig we play, whether it's in front of one person in a pub or 1,000 people in a tent. With the set that we were playing today, we played at the last few gigs we did as like a little warm up.
We played to 5 people on Thursday, and we gave it the same.
We gave it the same energy.
Love it. I love that.
You know what? The most important thing for us is not to do like wall-to-wall bangers. It's to have flow and dynamics to a set, man. Because the heavy isn't as heavy without the context. So that's what we try and do. Peaks and troughs, mountains, hills. So that's what. Thank you, sir. Peaks and troughs. Yeah. Peaks and troughs. That's the.
I really want
An ice cream. Yeah.
What flavour ice cream would you like? Pigs and troughs.
Mint choc chip.
Oh, a good choice, sir.
Good, solid choice.
Good choice, sir.
Wow, actually, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Mint choc chip.
Right, so we're off to get some ice cream. So nice one.
Oh God. So I don't know how I'm going to transition to this. So us as a podcast, we're ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. Are you aware of Sophie and the foundation?
Tell us about it, please.
So 17 years ago today, this occurred. Sophie and her boyfriend were walking home after a night out, walking through a park, and a group of lads didn't quite like the look of them because they were dressed differently, because they were goths, listened to metal music. And
Was this in Lancashire?
it was in Lancashire, yes.
Mum and Dad live.
Ah, there you go.
What the fuck's it called?
Baker, yeah.
They live in Rottenstall, so it's literally.
No way.
Yeah, man.
Oh, because we wondered what the Sophie Lancaster
Yeah.
thing was. That is tragic. Oh.
Sophie lost her life from this.
Yeah.
And basically, Sophie's mom then decided to set up this foundation to
Amazing.
look after us lot, this
Yeah.
big alternative community, to make sure things like this don't happen.
Yeah.
You know, try and get this classed as a hate crime because she was targeted because of the way she looked.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So we're talking to artists at the festival because we can almost guarantee when you were growing up, you got treated like shit because you listened to this sort of music. We all did. But we're kind of wondering what are the sort of the stereotypes you may have had placed on you because you're part of this community, whether it be like, but he loves a fight, but he worships the devil, you know, things like that. Is this something you've had to experience in your lives?
Yeah, it was more like smelly grebo, or he doesn't wash, or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. I used to have long hair as well, but
Same.
I shaved it off.
I mean, to be fair with him, they had it bang on.
Do you know
But we
what?
get the sentiment.
I got bullied relentlessly as a kid. All my life I've been told, get your hair cut, mate, and it's like, all right then. And I've kind of used all of that trauma really into the music really, and it's empowered us, to be honest, like to be a bit different, you know. I've grown into my teeth. They called me Bucktooth Bucky at school. You know what I mean? It was horrible. I was a dirty grebo. I was all of this stuff. You know, I wanted to paint my nails black, and I just got called Puff. And yeah, it affects you, mate. It still affects. I'm still trying to work it all out now, all these years later. So, what a beautiful thing. I didn't know that, so that's amazing. That is amazing.
It's a great foundation, and it is getting better, at least I believe. But let me ask you the question, because obviously, back when that happened to Sophie, 2007, and when we were growing up, 2024 is a very different world. It's a whole different landscape. Do you think it's easier to be part of this community now, especially for younger people?
You know, it's a funny one. I've noticed compared to when we were growing up, the music that we were listening to and maybe even bullied or picked on for listening to that's in fashion now.
Yep.
It's kind of gone full circle.
Yeah.
And I think there are certain musicians who are really kind of putting the alternative thing out there. It might not be everyone's cup of tea music wise, but people like Youngbloods, he's kind of like there's a bit of an alternative thing to him.
Yeah.
It's kind of making it a bit more accepted. I feel like the lines are a bit more blurred than when we were growing up with it. And yeah, that can only be a good thing, right? But it still exists, and you know there are scenes that clearly from what happened to Sophie and stuff. There's still an element of that negativity there, but I think it's getting better.
What about you, gentlemen? Do you think it's getting better?
Do you know what? I think it is, you know. I think people are embracing it more now, and there's just empowerment in being creative, I think, you know.
That shit. It's like I feel sorry for them.
Yes.
To be honest, do you know what I mean? It's like, dude, they're the people who have fucking insecurities and shit like that. We don't like people that dress alternative because they're a little bit different to them. It's like just chill out, mate.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Why do we want to stay in our lane, eh?
Exactly. That's it.
Exactly.
Wear more pink.
Yes.
Or chop chip. I meant chop
I'm
chip.
in the stinging nettles, stinging nettles, stinging nettles. I'm in the stinging nettles. Oh, look a badger.
Hello.
No, wait, there's three.
And it's just bit my penis off.
Go on, try and segue out of that one.
Yeah. Good luck. But bringing it back to you guys, less badges, more metal to the masses.
Thank you.
'Cause you guys were the winners of the Northants round. How did that feel hearing your name called out?
Fucking flip flop.
Yeah, man, unreal. Because like we said before, we're not kind of strictly metal. We're something a bit different at this Bloodstock. And yeah, like, when we heard our name at the end, we were stunned. It was amazing.
We mean it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no matter what type of music, if you mean it and you're a little bit mental, it comes across.
Was it one of those? And the winner is Space Pistol. Well done to those guys. Wait, what?
Yeah, the stinging nettles.
Bring your badger up. It literally was that, because I was just like there, and Ash was like, "What?" I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Oh shit!" Wicked.
Yeah, it was a bit very surreal. It was very surreal, and I think really it's only kicked in this weekend what we've actually done.
Yeah. We've been waiting for it to kick in like this whole time.
Still now.
Still now.
Still waiting.
Still now. So like next year we'll be like, oh yeah, we played Bloodstock. That was good.
That was quite spiffing, wasn't it?
What a spiffing time that was.
Oh, gents, thank you so much for taking the time out to chat to us today. Means the absolute world. It's so
welcome.
much fun.
Guys.
Thank you so much.
Tom,
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Jamie,
Thank you.
thank you so much. You too, my man.
I am Kieran, the vocalist of Death Collector.
And I am Andy Whale, the drummer of Death Collector.
Wonderful. It's an absolute pleasure, both. Thank you so much for joining us. How are your personal Fridays treating you?
Absolutely amazing. It's gorgeous weather, everyone's having a good time, the beers are flowing, the pits are going, people are crowd surfing. I couldn't ask for a better day. Wow, so good.
For us. That was a really good show. Like, dinner time on a Friday afternoon, and the crowd like that, brilliant.
Oh yeah, I keep getting caught. I'm there like, you're a death metal, and then crowd surfer. I'm really bad for it. I'm like, no, what are you doing? It's like, I'm terrible for it. Oh.
That's great, that is. That's wonderful looking at that. Yeah, that's wonderful. Oh shit, hang on.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, I got a job to do. Fuck. It's like bits, yes. I'm so bad. I'm like a kid. I'm like, it's ridiculous.
So I'm going to assume the set went well then.
Yeah, beyond expectation. Like.
For me, I mean, being a drummer, you're obviously stuck at the back. Sound is usually a problem, but it was just what I wanted today. It was perfect, and then it was nice just to sit there and just watch people enjoying it as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, good.
It was very cool. I had a great time.
And the weather's on our side as well.
It is.
After yesterday, this is absolutely glorious.
Yeah, it was raining yesterday, wasn't it?
It was.
Wow.
Yes. So hopefully it's the sign of things to come. Anyway, for a Death Collector show compared to a Death Collector Festival show, do you change sets up accordingly? So if people aren't so familiar with yourself, say you want to draw more people in?
In a way, yeah. So for this set, we've been playing the same set for every gig we've played for the last 4 shows. Last 4 shows. Mostly because we feel like these songs encapsulate Death Collector. They've got everything. The other songs are good too, but they are in similar aspects to the songs we're playing now. So we think these songs are more digestible, more on the beat, heavier, chuggier, so people can just bang their heads. So they're not too overbearing and over blast beaty or over DBT, so they can get that nice chunk of death metal.
Amazing. So us as a podcast, we're ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
Yes.
Are you familiar with Sophie and the story?
Very, very familiar. Yeah, and I've actually been there myself. I was lucky to survive. What? So yeah. So about 14 years ago it must have been now. So I was out on a night out with my mate Dan. He's actually around here somewhere. And we're just like getting a pizza. End of our night. I was about a bottle of JD in at that point, which I think helped in hindsight. And there was these couple of lads just being really unpleasant to my mate because he's a bit alternative, long hair, glasses, black. I'm wearing black, beard and that. And they were making fun of him, and I was like, look, leave him alone. And I was like, look, leave it. And then they got a bit like uppity, and I was like, look, just leave, go outside, leave us alone, go outside. And then they wouldn't have it. And as soon as I looked away, they just hit me. They sucker punched me and they stamped on my head.
Holy shit!
And it broke all of my jaw open, like all of it. It was broken there. I was 7-month recovery after surgery. I had facial reconstruction and everything like that. But I was lucky to walk away with just that. But this is the best story. You can feel less sorry for me now. While I was very drugged up in the hospital and drunk, sitting there, I never got my pizza. So do you know what the nurses thought it was a good idea? To get pizza for their lunch and their dinner. And I'm there, sitting there, hungover on JD, sore as anything, starving, while they're eating pizza in front of me. I thought, there is no God. There is no God. But the best part of this story, and I'll make you feel a bit better, is I vowed that I would do death metal vocals and I would learn how to do it properly afterwards, and here I am.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It wasn't an obstacle for me. It was an inspiration. I was like, I'm doing it.
That's incredible. It's good to see it didn't define you.
No, not at all.
You
not
moved
at all.
past it and
But that was my Sophie story, as it were. Like, so I relate very heavily to it. So playing the stage, the second time I played it, it means a lot to me. It really does. And I think it's one of the things, like, nobody ever should be judged purely based on their appearance, ever.
No.
And that means everybody.
Absolutely.
Doesn't mean just whoever you like. It means everyone. Treat everyone with kindness until they call you an arsehole.
Exactly. I've always been that thing. Treat others how they treat you. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm very open. I'm very open-hearted. So yeah. Sorry, I've talked too much. Carry on.
That's all. That's all.
Yep, this is a road theme.
But still talking about the Sophie stuff.
Yes, yes.
Obviously, we've spoken a lot in the past, and just talking then about when you were growing up. But we're intrigued if it's something that still affects you today. Do you ever get looked at or treated differently just because you're part of this scene? Because you walk around with tattoos or beard, whatever it may be. Is that something, whether it be at work,
I think,
doctors, whatever?
I think it's not as bad as it used to be.
I mean, like when I was a teenager, back in the 70s, obviously being a punk, you know, I used to always like, you know, different coloured hair, all that kind of stuff. And back then, you used to get. You did used to get a lot of hassle. I mean, nowadays, you know, you can walk the street with whatever colour hair, can't you? But yeah, I mean, especially back then as well, it was all lots of different punks, mods, skinheads, and yeah, you know, like you used to just get like loads of grief just for dressing differently. But I mean, like I say, that was a hell of a long time ago. So it's a lot different now. But I think there's still a lot of intolerance in people, isn't there? But yeah, but back in the 70s, like I say, you used to, you know, you get chased a lot and sort of like by people, and just it was grief.
Well, I've never been chased, so things have got better.
gigs as well. You used to go to the like punk shows, especially the old sort of like, you know, like Crass, that kind of thing, GBH. All the skinheads would turn up just to ruin the gig. You know what I mean? And cause trouble, and you know what I mean. But that was just the times we lived in. Like, you know, they weren't better.
They were not better times. We don't need to go back. The good old days. No, there was no such thing. Polio. No. We don't want that back. We don't want that back. Sorry.
You sort of segued beautifully to my next question, really, because obviously when we were growing up, and when what happened to Sophie, and you compare that to 2024, it's a very different world.
Oh, very different world. But I mean, that danger is still there, though. I mean, like I do think alternative women are more targeted than men.
Yes.
Men are more likely to get punched, where women are more likely to be targeted. So that's the reality is that we have to accept. You know, and as men, I think we could probably do a lot more in regards of safeguard ourselves as well as our female friends. So you don't have to be partners with them. If you're friends with them, make sure they're safe.
Absolutely, completely agree. And like you say, I think there is still challenges. It's getting easier to be part of this community when you're growing up in it, but there's definitely still work to be done.
All change takes time.
Absolutely.
And it's never immediate. It's gradual.
No, absolutely. So bringing it back to you guys.
Yes.
Obviously, say you've played your set. Andy, wasn't this your last ever set?
Yeah. This is my last show. Like I say, many months ago, I mean, to be honest, I've been off and on for years, really. But quite a few months ago, I just made a decision that this year was going to be the end. And then as soon as I knew the Bloodstock show, we were doing the Bloodstock show, I just thought that's the perfect one to call it a day. Like so, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna knock live bands, you know, studio stuff on the head. I'm just gonna tinker around in my house and just stuff myself, really. And then I've got an ambient project that I've been working on for quite a few years, so I'm gonna work on that a bit more as well. So because that's what I quite like. I mean, although I sort of like playing death metal, I don't so much listen to it so much now. I've started going back towards my old punk records and all that kind of stuff. So it's just I think it's just an age thing, really. So you know, but so that's what I'm doing, and just call it a day. Like, but I've done it now for like 40 or so years, on and off, and I just thought, you know what, I don't need to prove anything anymore. I've done enough. I've done enough albums. I've done albums that like define death metal, you know, in a way, the scene. And so I just thought, I'm 60 as well now, so it doesn't get easier as the years go on. So I just thought, yeah, get out while a show like this, brilliant. So perfect.
Give it a week, he'll moan he's bored and come back.
Yeah, we were saying that.
I was going to say thank you for your service, sir.
The veterans, protect your veterans.
This time next month,
Death Collector ID. Two bands, lookalikes.
I'll get my lawyer ready.
Maybe have enough.
I am Death Collector.
Before we let you go,
Yes,
I
yes,
see
yes.
you last released music June last year, but what's the future looking like now?
So obviously new drummer, and getting new lineup sorted. So we are going to be transferring to a 5-piece. Very exciting. So yeah, we just need to get October the 5th out the way. Jazz. Get a flute. Hey man, if hardcore bands can have flutes, I don't see why we can't have saxophones.
Yes, speed.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so new EP, but it will be from the base of what he wrote anyway. So it would actually be technically his last thing he's ever written. But yeah, so it'll be new lineup. But for now, we've got October the 5th. That's our next show. We've got a stand-in drummer for that. That's in Glasgow in the Flying Duck. It's like a death metal all day. It's done by Ricky from Washful Times, so it's going to be really good fun. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the future. EP, new lineup, exciting times.
Incredible. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
Means
Thank you
the
for having me.
absolute
Really
world.
appreciate it, man. And we've lost him.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Andy, ignore him.
Yeah, sure. I'm Tom. I'm rhythm guitar and straight for this one. I'm Jay. I'm the drummer.
And I'm also the bass player.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us on this insanely, deliciously gorgeous day.
It's a very warm day.
Yeah, mate, tomorrow. Oh, I hope you're going home tonight. That's all I can say.
For sure.
Yeah. So I think it's Satan's arsehole, I believe, is the term or the phrase or something. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah.
Accurate.
And then it's the whole thing of, are we even British if we don't talk about the weather?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So
If we were British, we'd be complaining about the weather.
yeah, it's true. Very
We've got
true.
the sun in our name.
Exactly.
Like, you know, it's meant to be.
And you're going straight for it. So
What a mistake that was.
what a mistake. I don't know why that came into my head for some reason.
Complain, we asked for this.
Yeah. What a mistake to make. I don't know. I just guess this points in my head. So sorry. Wonderful. Perfect. How was your set?
It was really cool, man. It was really cool. We were a bit like, you know, we're on at 10:30, so that. Okay. So we're on at 10:30. So to us, we're a bit like, this is like the hungover day, you know. Sunday, are people going to be able to get out of bed and spend some time with little oldest? And it turns out they did. It turns out they really did, and we're so grateful for that. Yeah, that's wicked.
But anything find out about Bloodstock though is where no matter how drunk, hungover, knackered, whatever people may be, if you're on at 10:30, they will still fucking show up.
Yeah, we
It's the dedication, man. It's, we were sort of blown away by the amount of people that turned up.
yeah, we were.
Hardcore festival goers.
Yeah,
they
very
are.
hardcore.
They're I don't care if I'm hungry. I'm still gonna go see this small band from Birmingham.
Oh, another Jamie from Birmingham as well.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Have I stepped to the Twilight Zone or something? What's going on here? Are we in Twin Peaks? You've thrown me off now. What were we talking about? Oh yes. So obviously you've had this set this morning. I think the Bloodstock's got a big family feel though. That like I said, no matter what, people will turn up and go see whatever the fuck they want. You know, you got the downers like, I'm going to go see a few bands that I like. Not really
The
bother.
thing about this festival, man, we've loved all the people here. Like, it's been a completely. Like, it's the one thing that surprised me as my first time coming, is that they are just the nicest people.
Yeah.
Everyone is lovely, and the
Yeah.
fact that they're coming that early to see us, testament to the festival.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
For sure.
But for a straight to the sun show compared to a festival show, do you change the set this up accordingly? If people might be so familiar with yourself, say you might want to draw them in, so drop all the bangers.
Yeah, that's basically what we did. We were, you know, we only get half an hour. We didn't want to overstay, you know, extend our set too long. So we just went for the hard hitting, the fast ones, the crowd favourites. You know,
Nice.
get in, get it done, get out. So yeah,
Balls to the walls.
balls to the wall. Yeah,
that's
that
what
was
we
what we
like
were
it,
running with. Yeah.
Incredible. So us as a podcast, we're ambassadors for Sophie Lancaster Foundation. Are you? I was going to ask if you're aware of Sophie's story, but that answers that question. So we're talking to artists this weekend to basically find out some of the stereotypes that might have been put upon you for being part of this community. Because let's be honest, we all got treated like shit growing up. I think we've established this now.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the stereotypes that you've had on you because you're part of this community? Whether it be, bet he likes a fight, bet he worships the devil, whatever it may be. What are some of these that you've had to experience?
I think for us, really, it comes with our music because we're heavy music, but we don't scream. So we had a lot of people that have come up to us and been, well, if you're screaming, we don't want to know. You know what I mean? It was just a bit, yeah, it's weird, right? It's really weird. And then when we play, sometimes they like it, sometimes they don't. But the main thing is, people really don't want us to scream. Or on the other coin, if we don't scream, they don't want to know either. So it's a bit of both, really. It's a bit odd. Yeah.
The thing is, though, if we do scream, which we've tried a few times, and they immediately criticise it because it ain't good enough screaming.
Yeah, we can't really win. I
was gonna say personally, like I personally never grew up with metal. I have been adopted into this scene.
We converted the indie drummer.
Welcome.
And that I was gonna say, I think that's the best thing about this scene is that even little old indie me was welcomed with open arms, and credit to everyone.
Yeah.
I think one of the worst things that I've seen, and this will bring down it, but it's just, a serious question. One of the worst things that I've seen is where you see somebody who's dressed like us and they've got a kid with them, and somebody across the road looks over and assumes that the person is just not looking after their kid.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
No one's ever mentioned that.
No, it's like that goes on and it doesn't get mentioned, so I'm bringing it up.
No, you're absolutely right. As a parent, as part of this community, I completely know what you mean. It's happened to me where you see them like constantly looking over. I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? Abandoning her? Like, yeah, it's absolute bonkers. And by the way, you are not the first person we spoke to that went, I used to listen to the Arctic Monkeys and now I'm here. So you're not the only one here. Don't worry about it.
Don't out me like this, man.
I'm trying to make you feel better.
You're Jamie from Birmingham.
I'm trying to make you feel better, mate. Feel welcome. On the other side of this as well, though, obviously when we were growing up and then what happened to Sophie, you fast forward to 2024, the world is a vastly different place. Do you think it's easier to be part of this community now, or still work to do?
I think, in a way, it is. I think just social media has contributed a lot to that. There's a lot of upcoming bands that are from all walks of life. There's a lot of bands that feature, all female singers, or you've got, a lot of people of colour coming in and making like grime metal and stuff like that, and that kind of thing really brings communities together, I find. So when you do stuff like that, it definitely makes the community a lot more accessible, I find.
I think also alternative cultures become quite mainstream at the moment as well. I always call it like the Billie Eilish effect. Like when she started coming out with quite alternative clothing, alternative songs, it has really pushed that sort of narrative into like pop music at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't think Arctic Monkeys are going to do that, but but I think that has made maybe the metal community more accepted. But I think when you say there's still what to do, I do think there is.
Yeah.
I think it's not perfect, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What I took from that is we have to blame Billie Eilish for Nirvana shirts being in Primark.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Guns N' Roses ones as well. You see them all the time.
Yeah. So bringing it back to you guys, you released. Let me try that again. You released your latest single at the start of August. How's that been received? How's that gone down?
Amazingly.
Really good.
Yeah,
It's
really good. Yeah, we mentioned before. I think we had like a 3-year break off music. Well, not off music, but releasing music.
Yeah.
So we're a bit worried, like people kind of forgot about us, so we're going to drop this and no one's going to care anymore. But it turns out when we started teasing it, people really were kind of holding out for us to come back.
It was really great just seeing people welcoming us back.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Again, it's like you said, that fear of we've missed it now. Like it's been and gone.
Yeah.
But no, we've had a really great reception, and obviously that's the first of many things to come out. We've got other things in the deadline coming up. Huge tours coming that we can't announce, and huge gigs and stuff. So it is definitely, this is the beginning of a lot that is to come.
Amazing.
We ain't going quiet again for 3 years. We've got so much slack to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of why we took the break. Is in we built up equipment, a team.
Yeah, we've got a whole team.
We've got so many songs ready, so that we are ready for the next step.
Yeah, so we're here and we're here to stay, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and we do like it. We do like it a lot.
Actually,
we love it.
We actually love it. So,
guys, thank you so much for taking the time out and chatting with us today. It means the
man.
absolute
Really
world. It really
good to
does.
thank you so much.
Thank
Tom.
you, man.
I'm Mimi Barks, the Queen of Doomtrap.
Super, how was your personal Saturday treating you? You had a good day?
Yeah, good day. Drove up from London today. It was a long
Nice.
drive, but the set was a smash. So yeah, it was beautiful. Beautiful. Happy to be in the sun, finally. It's nice.
Which is uncanny for here. We never get any decent weather anywhere near here, so absolutely mental. But obviously you've played already today. How did that go? How was that?
Yeah, the show was insane. Yeah, what can I say? It was fucking sick. The sound was good, the crowd was good, the crew was good, you know what I mean? Like, I really appreciate the Bloodstock crew. Like, everyone's super chill, like, family vibes.
No, a lot of energy. It was really nice. Obviously, it's early on a Saturday, so yeah, it's nice to sort of come in and see people just go for it straight away. So yeah, that was.
It's amazing because no matter how drunk people are, how hungover people are, how fucked they are, they'll turn up regardless. No matter what time it is.
On a Saturday.
Yeah, they'll be there. Yeah. But one of the photographers has shown me photos from your set. It looked fucking unreal. So.
I mean, we had mosh pits, we had circle pits, we had crowd surfing at 2 p.m.
That's just beautiful.
on a fucking Saturday. That's like the third day of the festival, so I'm happy.
What more could you ask for?
I'm done. We can go home.
That's what more we can ask.
Sex in a mosh pit. Yeah, that's literally.
Is that the next stage?
Fucking mosh pit.
Sex in the mosh pit. Really cool.
We've seen it once. We need to see it twice. We need to see it for
you keep
every
seeing
single
it.
fucking show. So the next singer is gonna drop on the 15th of August, and it's called Warm Girl. And whenever Warm Girl is playing, I want to see Sex in the fucking mosh pit. All right.
I'm just trying to work out the logistics of it, to be honest.
Circle pit round fucking is all it is. Circle pit round fucking.
Like an awkward human centipede.
See what I mean?
Just nobody. There's no one's. Oh, unless you want to go ask them, I think it'll crawl up. That'd be fucking. We'll be sick as fuck. Compared to a movie box show to a festival show, do you change your set list up accordingly, or do you play whatever the fuck you want, regardless?
What was the question?
That's okay. So compared to your own show, so like if it was a movie box actual show compared to a festival show, do you change your set list up accordingly?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's shorter.
Yeah.
You know, festival shows are quite like timed and shit. Like you can be a bit more loose when you play a headline. Chuck all the tracks in. Yeah, we got loads of new materials that we can play.
Yeah.
But if you come to the headline tour in October, you're gonna find out.
Yeah. Yeah, when we do like mini shows, when it's like on the tour or whatever it is we do, we have more of an opportunity to be able to make something like bigger. Do you know what I mean? Like you have the opportunity to have these nice intro tracks, these gaps between songs. It makes it like this beautiful thing. So it's really worth coming to the mini shows because they have like this element of like a show. Whereas festival stuff is just like, let's have it. Do you know what I mean? Let's go. Let's go. Let's make them have it, you know? So yeah, it does balance out. Yeah.
Incredible. So us as a podcast, we're ambassadors for Sophie Lancaster Foundation. Are you aware of the foundation and Sophie's story at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking to artists over the weekend to basically just find out some of the stereotypes that you may have experienced being part of this alternative community. Because we all know we all went through shit when we were younger because of listening to this music, but is there anything that still affects you today, whether it be people just assuming that you're a rough, hard as knocks, always wanting to fight, or worshipping Satan, whatever it may be? Do you ever experience any of that?
Well, do you know what's mental? Do you know what's actually mental? So we played Mystic Festival in Poland, right?
Yeah.
Not that long ago, and there was literally a group of people outside protesting the festival because they were like, "You're all Satanists. You're all going to hell, trying to preach Christianity." Yeah, and it's like insane. It's like, so it does still exist. Like, there's no doubt. I mean, we were all like little reprobates growing up, and
They were like the security when they took them like tea, coffee, water, everything, because they hadn't had anything all day. Just kicked it all away and like, we're not having your devil coffee.
Yeah, it was mental. It was insane.
But it's been roasted in hell.
Yeah. I mean, the festival was absolutely beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it was one of those where you just saw, it was so funny because it was just a bunch of metalheads all standing around looking at them, just being like, yeah, go on, keep protesting. Crazy.
I mean, yeah, survival of the fittest is kind of not a thing anymore, you know, so you have those people that are just like existing and they're oblivious to what's going on in the world, so
It's a bit like, why'd you care so much?
I guess the goal is to not let that guy close to you and be like, just do your own fucking thing, and like, if you know what you're doing, you know, nobody else is gonna believe in you other than yourself.
Absolutely.
Like, just nobody believes in you other than yourself. If you stop believing in yourself, you manifest that shit anyway. And then you start learning to not give a fuck about the idiots, you know?
Absolutely. I think it is that. It's having that courage to just be yourself. Absolutely, completely agree. But obviously when we were growing up and then what happened to Sophie in 2007, it's a very different world now in 2024.
Yeah.
The world's so different. So do you reckon growing up and becoming part of this community is easier than maybe it was back then, or still challenges out there?
I think at least from my sort of perspective of it, like the scene has become bigger. Do you know what I mean? There's so many more sub-genres, so many more places for people to fit that I think it becomes more inclusive. Like, you know, back when I was growing up, it was like, you know, what you like? Thrash metal? You like punk? Like, you like metal, deathcore? Like, what is it? But now there's like so many beautiful places that anybody who gives a small amount of fuck can sit in, you know, and feel like they have a place and a home, you know. So I think it's beautiful, and I think that there is more of a place for people to sit in it now. I don't know if I would say it's easier, but, you know, because I mean, we're all little rats at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, we all just like heavy music and we crack on, yeah. So, you know, I think that it's become more available for you to like the thing that you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's like generally more accepted, like nowadays, being, you know, a little bit different or whatever. But there are still those moments where any old bastard is gonna say something, do something, or whatever. There are those moments still. But I think overall, like generally, it is more accepted to be like doing something a little bit different.
But it's also because, like, in the hip-hop world, I feel like it kind of got adopted to be a bit metal. Do you know what I mean? So, in that sense, hip-hop is still, like, the leading genre in music, right? Anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's kind of become fashion in a way. You know that shit we got bullied for in the past?
Yeah. Oh,
it's now adopted by the pop culture.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, popstars look like rock stars, but it's fucking pop music. Do you know what I mean?
Nirvana
I mean,
t-shirts
I
in
appreciate
Primark,
that.
that's all I'm saying.
It's sick, man, because it's like, it's, you know, like they can appreciate the looks and you know, the energy is still the same. It's still ratty energy, right? But yeah, I think that really helped bringing that more into like acceptance.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool.
Absolutely does.
All right.
Bringing it back to you guys, though, an incredible announcement the other week. You were announced you are playing Wacken Festival next year. Incredible. How excited are you for this?
I manifested that shit.
You manifested it, yes.
I mean, I knew it's gonna happen at a certain point, but you know, last year I wanted to play it so bad. Like, that was literally the one fucking festival I wanted to play, and this year the offer came in and I'm like, okay, cool. But it's always like that. You work for that shit, like, here,
Yep.
and then it comes, and then it's like, okay, of course that happened. But before, I was like, oh, that's not even a possibility. Do you know what I mean? And you're like, it's fucking sick, man. We're looking forward. It's gonna be carnage for sure. It's like it's comparable with Bloodstock, right? It's like another OG, like, true fucking metal, like, festival, and it's just sick, man, that, like, people are so much more open for the new gen.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
and like the, you know, the fusion of music rather than, oh, we only listen to Metallica or Iron Maiden. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? I appreciate that. That's sick.
Before we let you get out of here, you released your latest single back in June. What's the future looking like now? What can we expect coming up?
Oh. Yeah, album's
Yeah, album's coming out, tour in October. Like, there's a bunch of stuff happening. If you caught the set earlier, played a couple of tunes from the album. It's coming out.
unreleased.
Nice.
You missed it.
We did
It was sick. The next single's gonna drop on the 15th of October. And then on the 26th of September, the album's gonna drop.
Incredible.
And then we're gonna go on Headline tour in October. So yes.
Wonderful.
And this is how we finish off the beautiful year, 2024. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. You wanna say anything?
Nah, I'm good. I think we're good.
Oh, that's good.
Incredible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, really appreciate you taking time out to talk to us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, Bob. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello, my name's Glenn Benton and we are Deicide. And this is...
How do I follow that?
I'm Glenn Benton's mate.
I'm his brother.
Yeah, Frey Bentos. No, I'm Sam.
I'm Ben Glenton.
He's behind us, isn't he? Panto. Yeah, I'm Sam from Raised by Owls and this is...
Lee, also from Raised by Owls.
And we're the worst band of the weekend.
Oh fuck, right off. Jesus Christ, what a shit, Sam.
Bouting loads.
At least second to last. Fuck it. Give yourself some credit. But no, seriously, it's an absolute pleasure to have that. Your set was just... There's so much room for comedy metal, is all I can say. It's just, there was a niche that you just found, and you've just taken it by storm.
Thank you so much, man. That's it's very very appreciated.
Yeah, not at all. I'm going to wait to ask about your mum in a bit. I didn't want to lead with that, you know what I mean? It's like, where is she? Why is she not here?
Yeah, star of the show, where is she gone?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah.
She created the whole thing.
She did one interview, almost got us cancelled, and I'm like,
no more.
Yeah, she's of a different generation.
But how has your day been so far?
Like a dream come true, seriously.
It's been very odd.
Yeah, it's surreal.
Like, really good. Like, I felt surprisingly not that stressed this morning until 5 minutes before I went on and the screen started going wrong. I was like, no, not now. I'm prepped for this. But yeah, it's all in all surreal but amazing.
Yeah,
really
incredible. Like one of the best days ever. It's a dream come true. You know, I never thought this band would get to a level where we'd open the main stage at Bloodstock, but you know, we've done it now, and we can start being arseholes.
What do you mean start?
This is it. This is our villain origin arc. Move aside, Joker 2.
The set was phenomenal, and I was going to ask, obviously, do you change it up depending on where you're playing? So if it's a Raised by Owls show, so went to a festival show, do you tend to change the set up, or is it just fucking get regardless?
No, we do plan stuff, like we have themes and things, like the whole biblical thing, like because we were playing the Sunday, that was the idea for the priest collars. Like we'd have done something different if we were on the Friday or Saturday, but I don't know what. So yeah, we kind of think about where we're playing, and
I think it even goes specifically show to show as well, like
Yeah.
location based.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
what really offensive jokes can we do that relate to each location?
Yeah.
To really upset the town.
Yeah, how can we really fuck everyone off? But when we play Why Not, we play this indie festival a lot, and we normally go full metal there, don't we? We like corpse paint up and stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Spikes and shit. Whereas at every other metal show, we're not like, we go the opposite way. We just like completely twist it, so. Yeah.
Fucking superb. And before I pass my microphone over to my colleague, the videos that you've made, all the parody videos, everything, they've just been unreal.
Thank you so much, man.
So, just pure genius, is all I can say.
Cheers.
So,
Cheers, dude.
best being a barman, you know, there was...
That's one of the easiest ones to film, that is.
yeah, we
Just
love
me
that.
stood there looking glum, and then him recording some absolute tripe into a microphone for an hour.
Yeah, I literally just he just sets it to record, and I just start going.
Do you struggle to get through them sometimes? Like just piss yourself laughing?
Yeah, sometimes.
There's a few. What was the last one? The hardcore one.
Yeah,
there was something you did that I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And I started cracking up laughing before you'd finish it. I'm gonna do it again. Gotta do it again.
Yeah, there's a few outtakes there. I think we should probably do something with them at some point.
Yeah.
To be fair, you managing to keep a straight face while he's dancing at you while dressed as Glenn Danzig impresses me every time I see it.
I've got a fun story, and it's an exclusive. Behind the scenes of that. So that was in a village. We filmed that in a village hall in January.
Yes.
It was like a week after New Year, so like the 6th of January. And there was a caretaker there. We had a 15-hour day of filming.
Oh my god.
And I don't think it was in this like tiny little village, and I don't think they trusted us. We had to tell them we're a metal band and we're filming a metal video, and they were like, right, well, we don't really want that kind of music playing and the thing. And it was like, I think they thought we were putting a show on. We're like, no, we're not putting a gig on. We're just doing a music video. Anyway, we did it in the end. But this caretaker was there the entire time. And this was late. This might have been about 11 o'clock at
We were
night.
at the tail end of it, yeah.
Yeah, we were delirious. Like, we were just
The rest
done.
had gone home, hadn't they?
Yeah, it was just me and Lee left. The rest of them had had enough. They'd gone home. They'd filmed all their bits. And me and Lee had to film the lap dance. and I will never. This is in the top 5 most awkward moments of my life. There was a tripod, and I'm on Lee's lap giving him a lap dance, whilst this man just stares at me, just like unimpressed. I'm thrusting my crotch into Lee's face, and this man's dead eyes are just watching me, like just staring me out, and I was like, oh, this is horrendous. And the worst thing was, right, we get home, half of his footage is fucked. We had to hire it again, and he had to sit there again.
It was my fault. It was my fault as well. It made it worse. If it was something I couldn't help, I'd be like, right. But I made a mistake on the camera. I was like, oh, that is devastating.
That is super.
The poor guy had to come again.
Yeah.
And witness it again.
Get a second show.
Yeah, he's like, brilliant, round 2.
That's 2 for the wank, mate.
I was going to say on the second time he was wanking.
Yeah.
He knew it was coming.
He knew it was
Before we move on though, I've got to ask one more thing about the set. Break stuff cover.
Yeah.
What a superb idea for Bloodstock.
I know. It's. I think it might be. I don't know if it's diverse. There seems to be a resurgence of Limp Bizkit at the moment. Like
there is.
People are now finally accepting that they're a good band and not pretending that they're not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we thought we'd do that, and hopefully we're the first band to bring break stuff to Bloodstock.
We've given it a few trial runs, haven't we? Before,
Yeah.
And it's gone down well the few times we've played it. Even at Why Not last week, we were like, do they even know Limp Bizkit? It went down really well there as well.
Yeah.
So we're like, it's Bloodstock, we should be fine.
Yeah, and people seem to love it, and it seems to pop off. And getting people to go down on the ground and jump up, that's just it's a winner, and it's such a good way to end the set for us.
Absolutely.
And we might have recorded it as a cover as well, so
incredible.
That is an exclusive.
That is an exclusive, but we'll be dropping that at some point.
Well, depending on how it sounds, we might not.
It depends if we have to hire that village hall again. I'm not doing that.
A manager watches it and goes, I probably wouldn't, lad.
This is shit.
It's always doing a lap dance as Fred Durst this time.
Just rocks up in his boxes.
Yeah.
It's the exact same video, he's just wearing a Fred Durst cap.
No, I'm still wearing the wig and the Fred Durst cap.
He starts getting involved next.
Yeah, he
Just
did
comes
it.
out West Borland, mate.
We need a splash guard.
How the fuck do I move on to this? As podcasters, we're ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
Okay.
Are you aware of the foundation at the story?
Yeah, of course. Amazing foundation. We worked with them actually on a Christmas single, 2019. We wrote our own Christmas song called
the Santanist.
The Santanist, and we did our own music video for that and everything. It was because now we've kind of started doing Christmas songs that are just covers of other Christmas songs, but we wrote our own Christmas song, and we raised money for Sophie Lancaster Foundation that year. Yes. Incredible cause, and it's great to see it here at Bloodstock and be such an integral part of Bloodstock.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. But we're talking to artists over the weekend because we all know if you grew up in this alternative community, you more than likely got treated like shit when you were younger, especially in school and whatnot. But we're trying to find out about some of the stereotypes that might have been put on people.
Yeah.
So is this something you had to experience when, even not just when you were growing up, even now, where you're given a side eye, a funny look, or whatever it might be, because you're part of this community?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely happened. I mean, like, you never really got it because he's always just looked like Will from the In-Betweeners. So I'm just bullying him now.
I did not see an avenue for bullying coming from that.
No, I think this is fair to say, but you've never looked super metal.
I've never tried to.
No, you've never been interested in looking
There's no
metal.
point. Look at this. There's no point in trying.
But when I was a lot younger, I had like long hair, like super long hair, metal t-shirts all the time and shit like that. And I remember once I was taking the dogs out, and a van drove past of blokes and hurled like horrible abuse at me, and I must have looked ridiculous. I had about 3 dogs that wouldn't behave. I was just like,
and then I parked the van up and went in.
yeah, I'm getting my comeback now. But yeah, so like, we faced it, and like people just giving you shit for liking that kind of stuff. School was, I comparatively to other people, I didn't have that much of a rough ride, but people were dicks to me about it, and I think it still happens today, and it's something that I think should be eradicated. There's no need for it, and people should just be able to be who they want to be and live the life they want to live.
And look at you now.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Here we are. Yeah, because well, no. To be fair, I think someone should have bullied us out of Raised by Owls. Someone should have put a stop to this. Like my mum. My mum should have gone. No,
The
lads.
bullies are watching, going, "This has just proved my point."
Oh, it's that prick again.
Come on, Dave, get the van.
Round two.
Before we let you go, though, guys, you are going back out on tour, a headline tour. How excited are you for this?
Yeah, really excited.
Yeah.
We're playing some shows. We're playing some areas we've never played before. It should be a lot of fun. I'm hoping that today has spurred people on to buy tickets and come see us, and we should have some good turnouts and see where it takes us.
Incredible. Thank you so much for joining us today. It means the absolute world. You guys fucking destroyed it up there earlier, so
Awesome.
fair play to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Cheers,
Thank you very much, my friend.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend.
You too,
Bye.
mate. Have a good